Hi, Days fans. It's Tuesday, and we just got finished watching Days. And I gotta say, EJ and Nicole are as hot as ever.
Oh, they sure
They're
are.
on fire.
They
you know,
are.
Ejami, it's a distant memory
Yeah,
that I barely remember.
I totally screwed up my theory. I got all excited like Sammy could be EJ's campaign manager, and there's still a slight chance of that. But I'm thinking now.
So she's good. If she's not involved in EJ's campaign, which would still be awesome, her and Nicole fighting over
like,
EJ and how to handle the campaign.
Just like the whole Austin thing. If Sammy was the campaign manager and then she was the publicist, press manager, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure you're wrong, but
people think she's going to work for Madison James now.
Yeah, that wouldn't be nearly as exciting, but
her going against Kate would be kind of fun, especially since EJ's kind of
on Kate's side in her corner.
Bankrolling that whole thing.
Yeah.
So, I have my ring to show you.
Oh, Maggie.
Oh, look at this. Is so much easier to do. This is my Maggie engagement ring that JB so nicely gave me last week. Or, no, I just got it.
Like 2 days ago.
Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? And I'm very excited. And I highly recommend you check out Hope, Faith, Miracles, Christian Alfonso's website, because there's lots of pretty stuff on there, and all sparkles.
So, John, he's in a mess of trouble. My God. Oh, I love the headline that EJ reads out. Man walks out of wheelchair and into jail.
And then EJ starts cackling, and then JB starts cackling.
That was classic.
Yeah.
But so what's up with him? I mean, they show him having these crazy flashbacks where he's on the computer and making it out like Marlena was lying for him.
No, I think what happened is he was starting to realize something was amiss, but he was hoping he could fix it himself. But I'm thinking he had too much pride to admit that his people had failed him while he was in recovery, and who knows, maybe Brady's even involved in all this, I don't know. Like, why is Brady not involved with Basic Black? Why is he running the Kyriakis?
Why does he hate John so much? I mean, yeah, I understand when he was new John and he didn't want anything to do with him, although Brady was like, why don't you love me, Dad? And then when he finally came back, he was like, F you, John.
Well, there's something about your dad completely forgetting who you are that can be a little humbling.
Yeah, but when he's back, he had an out. He had a pass, for God's sake.
Yeah, Uncle Stefano.
Yeah.
Erased his damn memory, Brady. You know these things happen.
Yeah, it's not so unusual in your world.
No.
So is he gonna sleep with that woman, the boss?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Good.
Yeah, that's why they brought her on. They're gonna be together.
Okay, good.
Do you not read my post?
That's a little bit of a... He's got a wide range, that Brady. Going after Melanie, now he's going after somebody who's Kate's equal.
Yeah, but that woman's not Kate's age.
No, she's not Kate's age, I know
So
that.
I'm excited by this Madison James, oh my gosh, I'm losing her real name for a second. What's her real name?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I lost it. It was right on the tip of my tongue.
Is she going to be at Days?
Oh, I'm sure,
Good.
She's famous.
Yeah, I'd recognize her.
I do. I was just thinking that this morning, that because she's done primetime, she's done movies. And I know that I watched a few of her clips to put on YouTube, but no, I recognize her from seeing her in other.
We'll have to look her up on IMDb and see her long list of
Oh yeah, she's been
credits.
in a lot of stuff. And I do totally apologize that I lost your name for a second there. You talk for a minute and I'll think about it.
So they're really using this town square, and somebody complained about the flowers, and suddenly they have real marigolds on the tables.
Oh, someone sent me a Facebook message about the flowers. This person is a florist, or maybe they do sets. I don't know. This person knows their stuff about flowers. And she was saying how it's really annoying. And I don't blame her. I thought that freaking tree that they were doing the whole ceremony around was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, that tree.
I don't want to start a panic, and I don't know how much you've written about this, but apparently there's some rumors out on the interwebs that James Scott's contract renegotiation is not going well. You want to elaborate or just
I'm
stop
not worried
that?
at all. There is no way in hell Days is going to let James Scott walk away. And he has said on the Jammy Forum and on other Days of Our Lives websites and blogs that it has always been his desire to stay on the show. And unless Days of Our Lives is like sniffing glue, if that man wants to stay, they should pretty much figure out a way to make it happen, because I'm sorry, I think we would be really toast if he left.
Yeah, John and Marlena ain't gonna save the show without EJ as the anchor.
But I don't know anything. This is just my speculating, and they said we shouldn't speculate, so I probably shouldn't. But I mean, I can imagine that if they're spending all this money to bring people back like John and Marlena, I could imagine that annoying some of the people that are on there doing an amazing job. But I don't know how much. I probably know Marlena came back for $1. I don't know.
Those two are probably working for food stamps, for God's sake. John might be even paying them to be back on the show, for all we know.
That would be hilarious. I mean, no, I don't mean that,
no,
Drake.
But we don't mean that.
But I mean, no, but I mean,
we respect their profession.
I guess what I don't mean it's hilarious. I mean, like, if you had the money and you really wanted to be back into daytime acting, and you could donate money towards the cause of the dying soap opera in return for the pleasure of acting,
no, nobody would ever do it.
It would be interesting.
It's like a vanity book being published. It completely discredits your career as an actor.
I don't know. When I quit my job, I was working as a speech pathologist in the public school system, and I decided to go get rich and work for a private practice. So I worked like Monday through Thursday for my private practice, and then I volunteered, and I did my speech pathology job on Fridays at the school system for like several months because I missed it.
So who else was on? Kate is looking very good, but
oh yeah,
her endowment was.
Oh, but that could have been a good bra.
But yeah, it's deceiving. We looked how old she was. She's like 50. What?
58 years old.
50. You know? Are you sure? I mean, even one age exaggeration, and we're probably never going to be able to talk to Lauren Kozlow. But she looks amazing.
I'm telling you, I am.
That Stefano's a lucky man.
I'm like 22 years younger than her, and I would kill to have her face, body, anything.
And she looks that good in person.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
And it's not like she's some kind of a makeup queen or anything.
We've had the blimp over our house for what's going on in baseball? The ALS?
Yeah,
something or another?
the Rays are toast, so let's not even talk about that.
Yeah, but my kids were really psyched to see that blimp hanging out over the house for the past week or so. What else happened on Days that we need to report on?
Yeah, they just bought that company, and EJ is going full blown. Well, the big thing is that he hired Nicole for the campaign manager, and we are waiting to see what Sammy is.
Yes, Sammy. Okay, so put your vote in. Do you think?
Oh, John got the crap beat out of him in jail.
Yeah, really. Hope and John, Hope and Bo. You can't do better to protect your friend.
Roman's actually pissed at John.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he kind of has good reason. JP and I were talking about this the other night. We always like to talk about the whole castaway thing, like, you go off to a desert island. How long should you wait before you move on? So Marlena was led to believe that John was Roman, fell in love with him, yada, yada, yada. You know the story. But when the real Roman came back, should she have gone back to Roman or stayed with John? Now, we like to think that we would stay together. So I could see Roman being a little bit miffed.
Yeah.
That man impersonated him, and then his wife chose the impersonator. Now, I know it wasn't his fault. Again, back to stepbrother, half-brother, whatever you want to call him, Stefano. Him and his mind games.
Yeah.
That could make a good Dr.
All right,
Phil.
we gotta wrap it up here.
All right, the couple that watches Stays Together.
Stays together.